This is the Parlor.
The Parlor Pizzeria is a very special restaurant. We're known for our food, we're known for our ambiance, for our hospitality. Our team is incredible, highly dedicated, highly talented, highly passionate about providing this effortless dining experience to our guests. We have a truly seasonal menu. Every single product is meticulously sourced, and every process is a handmade process. The heart and soul of the Parlor Pizzeria is our big, beautiful American-made wood-burning oven. It puts out some of the best wood-fired pizzas in the state. We've also been recognized on the national level, but it's not just our pizza. We also have a team of pastry chefs that shows up here every morning before sunrise that makes handmade pasta, exquisite handmade pasta. The Parlor was one of the first successful adaptive reuse projects in Central Phoenix. We took over a beauty parlor, and it had been here for almost 50 years doing bobs and beehives. You'll see some appropriate little elements of homage to what the salon was here for decades. So we methodically deconstructed this old wooden shell, and we built the entirety of all the interiors out of that. All the wood adornments that you see, all the tables, all the trim. It's more than just serving pizza and beverages. In my life, the most important physical space is the dinner table, and it always has been. The Parlor is the manifestation of that to this community. We provide the dinner table, the dining table space for hundreds of people a day, and that is really deeply meaningful work.
So Sarah, how did you find the Parlor?
I do a lot of shopping in addition to my other hobbies, and it's right across from the Last Chance. So we just stopped in one night after a marathon shopping and been going back ever since.
What did you have for your entree?
We started off with a salad this time. I went with the tomato heirloom and melon salad.
Ooh.
It came on a bed of very fresh arugula with a lot of great feta cheese, nice and salty. It played with those tomatoes very nicely.
Wow, what a dance. So tomatoes can be sweet and acid. Melons, of course, are sweet. And then a feta has the salty sort of bite to it. Wow, nice combo.
It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not what I usually order, but very happy I did.
Well, what is your usual? Everyone now will want to know.
It's the beet salad.
Okay.
I know it's a little overplayed these days, but I enjoy it every time.
I say never. I love beets. So Sammy, what did you have for appetizers?
I had the calamari, which is really good. It was very crispy, but still tender on the inside, which is great. And it came with a sauce, which I didn't try, but my buddy really liked it. And the waiter actually came around asking us if we wanted like ranch and another sauce as well for the pizza. And my buddy was kind of dipping it in there. So he was having a fun time with that.
Great sauce per your buddy.
Yes, exactly.
And Sarah, you had the meatball.
Yes, we had a side of meatballs. They came in a really great tomato sauce, and I thought they were a little dry at first, and I ended up taking them home. But the next day, man, they just soaked up that sauce, and they were so tender, so juicy, and
Awesome. What did you have to start with?
We had the imported olives.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just a unique shape. And we love olives, but we have a hard time finding them
Yes.
here. My son, one of my sons lives in England, and so when we visit him, he always gets these great olives.
Oh,
So,
man.
you know.
And I love olives. Being from back east myself, I used to go to Brooklyn and see these places that have the tubs of olives. Sammy, did you ever see those back there in New York?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You just keep going. I'll take 10 of those,
Yes.
5 of those. So olives. So what else did you have?
And then we had the margarita pizza,
Okay.
and I loved it. I loved how it looked. The taste. Margarita pizza is one of my favorite anyway. So
It is the classic. If they can do that well, they do everything well, don't
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
So how was the crust? Thin crust, thick crust?
It was a house crust. I don't even remember. It wasn't too thick because I don't
Okay,
like
good.
thick crust. So
Yeah, I don't either.
You know,
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it, and we had more than enough to take home. I agree.
So what I love about their margarita pizza is they just have little pools of mozzarella, little puddles. It's not
you're
like
right.
shredded and covered.
Yeah.
that's what I
Sarah, yeah.
noticed about my pizza. It was the fungi pizza with mushrooms and goat cheese, and it seemed like the goat cheese was really intentionally placed so that every slice had a couple pieces. I really enjoyed that.
In my view with pizza, and that everyone has different opinions, I like less is more on my pizza when it comes to cheese and sauce and things like that. And of course, you had the fungi. I love that. You know, the fungus among us, the mushrooms. What else did you have? Sammy?
I had the spicy Florentine pizza. I just had them hold the Calabrian peppers, put them on the side for my buddy because I'm a little baby when it comes to anything spicy, so I wasn't doing that. And it's interesting you mentioned the cheese and the sauce ratio because I usually like a lot of cheese. And this having less, I actually didn't mind at all. It was really good. Perfect balance, and then a crispy crust. And it's just
Sammy,
great.
you're used to those New York slices
Yeah.
that have pizza like young. That's great too, but you got to fold it to eat it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
And I'm usually really really judgy when it comes to pizza. And coming here, moving to Arizona, I was like not finding any good slices. And I was so happy to come across the Parlor because it was like the first good slice I've had.
ooh, that's big.
yeah.
Coming from New York,
Yeah,
that's big.
that
Yeah.
is.
So they have pastas there too. Anyone have pasta?
No, I didn't try the pasta, but I know they always have the seasonal selection on the chalkboard,
They do.
and that's
I did the bolognese.
Oh.
It was so good. Any desserts?
Yeah, the tiramisu, which was really good. Loved it. It was fantastic. I mean, everything I'd want from a tiramisu.
Yeah. Well, I love tiramisu.
Yeah.
It's good. Tell me, there's all kinds of ways. Was it coffee liquory? Was it dense or fluffy or?
It was a little bit more dense, so that's kind of how I like it. It was topped with some, it might have been like toffee or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it added
That's
a little bit of like a
unusual.
crunch or like a little bit of a texture, which was really good.
Oh wow, I
So,
like that. I've
We
never
have
had
to
it
go
like
back
that.
and try it.
Yeah, I would.
I do like tiramisu, but we were full.
Yeah. So Sarah, do you have dessert?
of course, yes, always dessert. Tiramisu, like Sammy, and also the banana trifle. It wasn't like a banana pudding; it's more of a trifle, and it was sublime. I love that banana flavor. It was very natural.
And this is your place. So what is the decor? I mean, explain it because I think it's amazing. But how does that feel to you when you walk in?
Feels very homey, I guess. There's lots of different little areas to sit in. So there's families, there's people on dates. There's a lot of really neat nods to kind of salon decor because the parlor, it's references to a salon.
It was the
Right.
Salon de Venus. Back in the day before we all were born, they had beehives and those kinds of things that they did there. Really cool. It was a salon for sure.
I loved it. It felt so at home. It was very like spread out where you could sit in different areas too, have a little bit of a different vibe. We were in the booth and it kind of gave us enough of a break from being right in people's faces. So it just felt good. It was like, it felt really high end to me. So,
Yeah.
very
Comfortable,
nice.
high end, clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, same.
Yeah. One of the things I enjoyed was I got the chef to toss a pizza while I was watching.
Oh,
Yes,
toss
that
some,
one.
toss some
Yeah,
dough for you.
yeah,
Did the old,
yeah.
Got a show.
yeah, you got a show.
And,
so dinner and a show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I really love that entrance where you walk in and they have all those herbs planted and a wood fireplace there. It's really warm. It's wonderful. So this is where we do pro tips. It's your restaurant.
You can watch the pizzas being made right at the bar. That's a lot of fun.
Cool. So sit at the bar, watch the pizza.
Yeah.
Sammy.
I'd say asking the waiter or the waitresses for a tip on the drinks. They were just really familiar with what drinks would be good and good recommendations.
For me, their service, all the servers were great. It was like we didn't need to ask for anything. I mean, they came and
Yeah.
very attentive.
Great
Yes.
attentive staff
Yeah.
and very
Yeah.
friendly too.
Yes.
If you want to try the Parlor, it's located on 19th Street and Camelback in Phoenix. A meal will run about $32 and they don't take reservations.